All right, so we can start off with the system requirements for this project, or I guess we should start with kind of a rough description of the project. This was the in2out web scraper application, and what the overall goal of this project was to be able to save the client time by going through multiple different sources, scraping event data, and then compiling it into one source that we could then showcase in an easy to view format. So the idea was that we get event data from up to 29 sources. We're still working on trying to expand the number of sources and eventually bring them into one innovative calendar. To start off with, we have our use cases. So right here, you can see the use cases for the web application. We have export event to Outlook, see specific event data, view events, search events, compile data. Some of these use cases we have accomplished. As a matter of fact, we've managed to do all of them except for the export event to Outlook. We have not gotten around to that one yet. That'll be something that we will be working on the next semester. Also, these are very high level use cases as far as how in depth we go. That will also develop adding more functionality over the next semester. And then we can go to the functional and non-functional requirements. So with the functional requirements, we have here the user interface, which includes the calendar system, information system, and the search system. Currently, we have all of these up and running. I know with the search system, we're eventually going to add more functionality with the filters. So that way, as we get into a larger and larger amount of event data, we'll be able to really filter and find the exact events that we're looking for. And then the next functional requirement we have is the web scraper. This is implemented for two sources. That involves web scraper itself and the parser, and it is fully implemented for those two sources. One of our goals for the next semester will be implementing many more sources for this. And then we have the API that connects the application back end to the front end. We really just developed this at the very end of the semester. It was simple shell script which runs the back end and then runs the front end, and was necessary for the containerization of the application. The database, we have not gotten around to this functional requirement yet. This is something that we will be implementing in the next semester. You can see it's a little bit lower priority than the previous requirements, and such is the case as well for the exporter. It's also a lower priority, as is the AWS integration. However, we do hope to expand on these over the next semester. And then, Josh, do you want to start with the non-functional requirements?
Sure. So the goals of our project in terms of the non-functional requirements, first of all, we want it to be intuitive and easy to use. So we don't want it to be an absolute mess to work with. We want it so that the user can just enter the website, view events, search for the event they want, and then export it. We want it to be accessible. As we're working with military, we want to make sure that this application is accessible for any level and anywhere. Or we want to make it as accessible as possible in case, on a military computer or certain restricted computers, you can't download anything. So making it a web application that's easily accessible is important. We want it to be reliable. We don't want it to go too intrusive. We don't want it to go intrusively into client data. So we just want it to be a simple thing that you access, doesn't pull anything, doesn't pull any data, makes it as simple and secure as possible. We want it to be reasonably fast as well. So we don't want bad time efficiency. We want to make sure that all of our interactions are fast enough that it's not unreasonable. We want it to be able to be fully online, again, to be usable on military network. So not downloading anything, not having to have any stuff downloaded prior to get it to work. Lastly, minimal integrating friction. So it should be simple to set up and link accounts through the program. Do we want to talk about system evolution as well?
I think we can probably jump into the demo, maybe. Uh,
Sure.
Rex, are you able to clone the repository?
I just cloned it.
Awesome.
So yes,
So,
able to clone. So give me, let's see, open up a terminal. So npm install. Oh,
I'll stop my share in the meantime.
okay, so did you want to create an image and run the container first, or do you want to just practice, just run the main script?
so main script will, let's see, that'll allow me just to run the app. I would say let's just try to do the Docker file. Let's see.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So it should be just Docker file, Docker build dash T, whatever you want to name the image, and then dot, and that's from the top level directory.
Yep. Okay, so is that in the README?
No, actually, I need to put
Oh,
that in the repeat.
just drop it in the chat. What have you guys been using for the image name?
I've been using Inkscape.
Okay. I'll just do AMG app.
All right.
So image name doesn't have to go in the less than equals, does it? It should just be.
Oh, there
Oh,
should be
it's a string, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to use double quotes or anything. So you could actually just substitute Angscrape for image name, and you don't have to put the whatchamacallit, the less than greater than. Those are
Yeah, I know. So it's not, let's see, Docker build dash T AMG app is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Or does it have to be it doesn't have to be AMG scrape because I'm just naming it whatever I want. Exactly one argument. Docker. Oh, yeah, that's weird. Because T is just the title.
yeah, yeah, that you don't even have to include the dash T and the title if you want to just omit those entire. Oh, do you have a dot at the end? The little period
Oh, no, I don't.
that says build from the current directory.
There we go. This is why I used Docker, the Docker app. Because I hate running through the, there we go. It's still not doing it. All right, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna share screen because
Okay.
this should not be this hard. And it's me that's doing it. It's not. All right. So Docker build title, and I can call it anything. Okay.
Oh,
See,
there it
that's
is.
all it took.
Okay. Yeah.
It just took me sharing my screen.
This is the cool looking build of Docker. This is part of Docker I kind of like. It looks cool. Grabbing all
Oh,
the
they're
data.
just showing you what they're building. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so it's following your script here.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna drop, because I should have put it in the README, Docker run dash.
All right. So we got the build, and then
And then I just dropped the next command in the chat.
run. You want it 5173. Okay, cool. Because I don't have anything running on that.
Uh-oh. I cannot find package. That's not good.
Neat.
Oh, you have a package lock, but oh, do I need to go into? Let's see. No.
For Vite, it would be in the AI or in the UI.
Yeah.
But we did. Let's see.
Yeah, it does check for Vite down on line 24.
Oh, let's see. What is Vite?
Um, it's just for helping run the React application.
Yeah, it's part of Node.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just a dev dependency though. But okay. Um,
Randall, didn't this happen for you a little bit earlier?
This happened when I wasn't exposing the correct port.
Hmm.
I also had to troubleshoot a little bit, which it happened when I didn't have the Vite dash dash host, but I can see there on the screen that is there as well. And let's see, and definitely in the requirements, it installed the correct Python. So that should all be covered as well, or the correct Python dependencies.
Hmm. Yeah, because it runs through port 5173, so that should be
Let's see. Well, if try rebuilding the image one more time.
okay. Do you want me to
Any
delete? Do you want me to delete the
yeah, because
kernel?
any containers you run off the same base image will always run the exact same, even if you change anything in the directory, because the image itself was already built.
So delete these.
Yep. And then run the build command again, docker build dash t ang app, and then dot. Yep. Or I think a space there. Yeah. Okay. And the docker run again. Let's see. Okay. Um, Oh no, failed to load. Huh.
Huh.
Installed ES build for another platform. And the one.
Oh, are you doing is that a global install?
It
Because that might
might,
be an issue.
it could be.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Um, I want to say let's not do globals here.
okay.
Okay.
I thought dash G was to specify a version, but perhaps not. Hmm. You could simply take away the dash G and the version. So just basic npm install. Um, and then npm install vite.
You just want to do just basic byte with no version.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Save that. Kill that. Okay.
yep.
I didn't like that.
Install byte with the specific version. Okay, we can do that.
I think the error's on line 21, so when it says run
Oh,
npm install.
yeah. Because it needs to know what npm wants to install. Hmm.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Oh, there we are.
there we go.
Awesome. Okay. For some reason, I guess the dash G was global. I thought that was needed to specify a version. I'll work that out before the next demo. So what you should be able to do is copy that local, right there, the HTTP local host, and drop that in a web browser.
I just want to make sure the image is running. Okay.
Mhm.
Ah, right there. Yep.
Um, I didn't do the HTTP.
Oh,
Should automatically do that though.
Here we are.
there we go.
Oh man, you guys put some like styling into it too.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool. All right, so we got the calendar view.
Hmm.
December, so it finds the month that you're in. That's cool. We got
Hmm.
different views. Look at the weeks. And then oh, if you click on it, it goes into that specific day.
Yeah. And then if you can also click on the agenda to see the list of all the upcoming events as well.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay.
And then you can actually double click on those events in any of the views and it'll show information about it.
Let me go back to the month view.
Mhm.
Need the same. Is it a double click? Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah. I can change it to a single click, but for now it's double click.
Yeah. And then if we search for, this was cool because you guys built that deep fellowship. So if I'm searching for fellowship,
Hmm.
so that's both of these.
Yep.
Cool. Delete that. And then these are the two different. So this is what's coming out of Ensign.
Yep. You have to click off it. It's still in
Yeah.
progress of making it look good. I
Functionality.
think it only scrapes it for the month for now, if I remember right.
Oh, it goes into January. They might not have anything published, you know, to be honest.
Yeah.
Today brings you back. All of that. What do you think, Chris?
I like the visuals, for sure. I like that everything's right out in front of us. This is definitely the kind of thing we're looking for.
Cool. Yeah, there's still going to be a lot more work, like making everything look a little bit better, because for now it's all very like dev side of things. um yeah, so
Well, I think from a functionality perspective, right? And this is where we've tied everything in. So this is real data. So this was scraped, right, from these websites, and you
Yep.
guys have been able to piece it together and present it in a way that I don't have to go to every single website. I can just look up here.
Mhm.
You know, and if we wanted to have, well, because you did multiple, so you
Yeah.
can pick all of them, which is already what we're seeing, but
Yeah, multi-select and filtering or filtering multi-select and then searching also work together.
yeah, let's
So I
demo that.
created an algorithm that allows us to like search specific things within a filter.
So this goes into the fellowship one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a small bug with it in the last demo, but we fixed that for this one.
Yeah. Cool. See if there's anything here like Washington. Nothing. Okay. Seattle. I thought Ensign had some Seattle stuff. No.
I'm not sure if we collect the location yet. So we might update the web scraper to also collect location and then add that to the filter as well.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do have links is one that we do collect, but we don't display it yet.
Okay.
Which wouldn't take a huge amount of time to add.
Oh,
Does
that's
this show like the source data? So like this specific topic one, like if we wanted more information, like where we could go to find that?
Yeah, the web scraper does collect the links and the UI does load in the links, but they are just not displayed yet. It would probably be like a 30-minute fix, so it wouldn't really be a huge change. It was just something that we haven't implemented yet. But if you check scrapedata.json, there's links there. And all those links are actually loaded into the UI, but the UI doesn't display them yet. So
yeah.
that could be definitely a big change for the future.
Let's see. So where do you do that? So oh, in your SRC.
SRC. Yeah. And then app.tsx is where the most of the stuff goes, but I believe, yeah. Yep. So we have the capacity to load in links, we just don't display it yet. So I'd have to add that to the HTML.
Is that what you're doing here with these?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
I know there's a better way to do that, but I plan on like my goal over this semester was just to get things working before making it work well.
Sure.
So moving forward to next semester and potentially over winter break if I have the extra time, I'll definitely be making it a little bit nicer, making it a little bit faster, adding links and stuff like that. If you saw the dot replaces when it loads in, that was because earlier there was a small bug with the scrape data having some extra characters at the end. That's been fixed on the web scraper end, so now I can get rid of that. It's just kind of redundant, so yeah.
No, very cool. And then, you know, like other things too, um, like adding just the hover. So like, you know, on hover, you can do some fun things. Oh, you've already got it in there. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's just a built-in feature of the calendar that I use.
The calendar is pretty cool, just like the general setup of it.
I really like it. The funny thing is I was looking for one probably like a year and a half ago. just for like a little hackathon thing we were doing, and I
Mhm.
couldn't find one, but this is really nice.
hmm
All
It
right.
took a little bit to work around just because um having to set the state, so every time you filter it, it changes the state, or the event state. Um, as well as setting up the events to work with the calendar was a little bit of a process, but that's mostly my own inexperience with React.
Um, I think Chris and I are participating in this one. I think it's on the 13th though. So
Oh,
I wonder, huh? So you've got GMT -8 December. Hmm. Yeah, JavaScript dates are fun. That might be something to look at. Let's
mhm.
go. Let's go to Ensign. Um, and this is coming. Oh, that's not. That was weird. That's the right.
What?
Pulling it up too.
So weird.
Huh.
Let's go to here. Oh no. I wonder if they got hacked. That's funny.
It kind of looks like it.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh no. Oh no, that's not good.
Oh, it works on my end.
It does?
Um,
Oh
huh.
no.
Eh,
That's funny.
That's crazy.
So what does it say for the date? So if you go to the events, what does it say for the date for this
Here, I can share my screen if you want.
vector showcase? Oh sure. Yeah, you put me out, get me off the spotlight there.
Yep. And share this. So we're here.
Ensign.mil, not ensign.us.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
Events. Yeah, and then was this one, yeah?
Yeah,
December
okay,
13th.
December 13th. Okay, so that makes sense. So I would say JavaScript dates are fun. So go back and kind of look at how you're processing the dates. It might just be in the way we're converting the date. So when we go into event data.json,
I think it would be here's where we scrape the dates. So this one says start time is 12:13, end time is 12:13,
mhm,
which does match up.
yep.
And then I think this is outdated because the event data doesn't have those events. So I just have to run it again. But then when I load it in, it'll be in the load event down here. Yeah. So then I just create a new date, collecting that string.
Hmm.
So it should just collect this string and then load a date based off of that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it's since it's doing GMT -8, it just sets it 8 hours back. That could be it.
Yeah. So there's probably just something kind of like dig into there as far as
Mhm.
just assuming that that date is a local date.
Yeah, because I do use a localizer for the current moment,
Mhm. Okay.
but
No, cool.
yeah, that'll be a small thing to fix, I think.
Yeah, that's not a big deal.
Mhm.
All right. Well, so yeah, just looking through requirements that we said that we were gonna accomplish, I think you guys nailed it. I mean, as far as like the functionality, even kind of some of the UI, I think that's just comes a little bit naturally as far as using React, but I think it looks good. The scraper is obviously going to be a lot of work going forward, probably to keep doing that for every website, but yeah, I mean that was the path you guys chosen. So I think it's slick. I like it.
Mhm.
And it, I can run it on my computer,
Yeah.
which is cool.
See. For our demo, is there anything else that we want to cover?
Everything I can think of we got. Is there anything you have, Rex?
No, I mean, it's a good stopping point for the semester for sure. And then, is this continues into next semester as well?
Mm-hmm.
And so probably, at the start of the semester, kind of do, and I don't know if you guys are gonna do like a retro, like an internal team retro. It'd be good to kind of like figure out, what worked, what do we want to keep doing, what do we want to stop doing, and what do we want to
Mhm.
add. So as you go through that, and then you start to think about the prioritization coming into next semester. So I would definitely spend, give yourself like an hour together as a team, especially to go through that.
Yeah.
And then when we kick off next semester, then yeah, we can go back and review, just kind of make sure that we're all aligned. But so far, man, you guys, yeah, this is good. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely scratching the itch and is aligned with what we initially started out to do.
Thank you.
Yeah, great job, guys. I will say, and my numbers might be a little off, but I believe we have 6,000 Army Guardsmen and 2,000 Air Guardsmen in the state. And typically, when it comes to jumping on innovation opportunities and events that are coming up, usually we find out like a day after the event's been over and how well it went, and all of our guys don't end up, getting to participate. And it does take a lot of time for us to get involved because of how we spend money in the guard and how we can, we have to up channel and ask for permission to go to certain things. And so the earlier on we can know about stuff, the better. And so this really gets after opening the door for those innovation events to potentially 8,000 guardsmen throughout Washington state and beyond, depending on where this thing can grow. So great job. Love how it looks, and I'm excited to see where it can go from here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.